Yo, what's going on? Boxing Talk Up North. I'm your host, Ryan Fraser, Ryan from the Six. You know what I'm saying? I'm your boy, Boxing Talk Up North. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you smash that like button. And like to always start the show, man. To anybody new coming in, this is how we do it, man. Smash that like button like and whoa.
Did not really fight her. Oh, big right hand. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yo, and this is something that I never thought about really. Never really explored. But now I'm gonna talk about it, man. Y'all say we need to see Tank and Shakur, right? Let me ask y'all, does Shakur need Tank Davis? I think that's the question because Shakur Stevenson has accomplished more in his career. I don't know how long they've been fighting now. I'm not going to say in a short amount of time, but he is a unified champ. That already make him more than Tank Davis because Tank Davis ain't never unified. But Tank Davis is the money guy. But Turkey Al Sheik is paying Shakur Stevenson now. So can't Turkey Al Sheik make the fights for Shakur Stevenson to get paid the big money? So that's an interesting question. And look, I'm not a champion fan of Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis. I do love the fight. I want to see them both fight. But we've been hearing about this fight for a while now. And this thing might turn into a Floyd Pacquiao situation where it's just spoiled milk by the time they get in the ring. They'll both be, I won't say old, but they won't be the same fighters that we're seeing today. And to me, that's a problem because now we're just stalling out fights. So I guess the question is I'm going to ask to the fans, does Shakur Stevenson need Tank Davis? Does he need to have that fight? Is it a legacy fight for Shakur Stevenson? Because I just saw a video today that just opened up my mind a little bit on it, on the situation. And this is coming from a Hall of Famer, man. And shout out to my mans and them. We not gonna, this is I'm sharing this for education purposes. This is not a situation of where I'm taking the video or not. Shout out to my guy Brandon, Brandon Taylor. He's a sports journalist in the boxing world, very popular. You guys probably know him already. Did a little stint in Japan. The guy does good work, man. He got Leon Muhammad here telling us why Shakur Stevenson doesn't need Tank Davis. I hope y'all can hear this. I'm gonna try to play it. Hopefully it's good. Oh man, I'm not sure if y'all can hear it.
No, a big fight, a legacy fight.
You don't need fuck legacy.
Man, I don't
Legacy
know if
don't
y'all
pay the
can
bills.
I
hear it.
got you.
Do legacy pay the bills?
They don't. They don't.
All right then.
They don't.
Fuck Hall of Famer. Did that didn't send my grandkids to college? Fuck, that shit don't mean nothing. It's all about the dollars and cents. Remember what Marlon the gangster said? It's never personal. It's
just-
fucking business.
All right. Anyways, I'm not sure if y'all can hear that, but the gist of it was he was saying, legacy don't pay the bills. He's like, look at me, I'm a Hall of Famer. Legacy didn't put my kids through college, and like, man, that's the reality of the situation. It's like in boxing, there is no like organization you can go to where if you're a good NBA player, you can get picked up by maybe one of your old teams to work in the organization, or you can go work on the G League teams, or you can go work within the PA, the NBA PA Players Association. There's nothing in boxing you can do besides maybe be a coach, a trainer, maybe an official, but there's nothing that can keep your legacy being compensated. You look at Michael Jordan, a lot of us, myself, I think his legacy is based off his shoes, man. The dude makes so much money in shoes because of the significance of some of those shoes and when he was wearing them. That's based off his legacy. What are you gonna do that in boxing with gloves? Like you can't just make a different glove every year and expect it to sell out. Like people don't be buying gloves like that. This is a niche sport, man. Not a lot of people recognize boxing, and not a lot of people even know anything about boxing. It's very few. So I think it's great what he's saying. I totally understand what he's saying, because he's saying he put in the work and it didn't really pay off on his end. You know what I'm saying? But now what are we gonna do? Like, I think the biggest fights are the competitive fights. So it's up to us, the fans, to make sure that these guys get paid, by buying the pay-per-views, by not streaming. And when Turkey Alashik is putting the price lower, we should be buying and supporting, because we're supporting our fighters at that point. We're supporting the sport. We're the only ones that can move the needle, really. You know what I'm saying? If we're not buying, the sport it'll dissolve, man. And the top guys, they won't fight each other because there'll be no money involved. There'll be nothing, no stakes involved. So at this point, I kind of agree with Leon Muhammad. I absolutely do. Like, legacy don't pay the bills. He's absolutely right. But I think if you put in the work early, like Mayweather, I always say that you put in that work early, you build that legacy, and then you get to a point where, yeah, the money fights is all you got left, because you built yourself up to that standard to where now you the money guy. So I think the risk are there to be taken early, but obviously it'll pay off later. But Leon Muhammad, you got a good point there. And that's something I never really thought about with Shakur Stevenson is, does Shakur need Tank, or does Tank need Shakur? I don't think Tank needs Shakur, but I never thought of it the other way. Does Shakur need Tank? Because that's very troubling. If they don't need each other, then we may never get this fight. And that's sad to say, man, because we want the best in boxing. So it's kind of an eye opener of the sport itself. It's not nice to us all the time. But this is boxing. Nothing's fair in boxing, It's just the way the sport is, the way it's designed, the way it's operated. And let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Who needs who? And will this fight ever happen? And when do y'all think we'll see it, man? And give me who y'all think gonna win. Right? Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis if they meet off. But peace.
Yeah. What? I will slap you if you don't move this car. I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you.